the scriptures, like we sharpen our sword, learning how to, just be more sharp with the scriptures, man. Like like you may be the antagonist, you may be saying, man, we can eat pork. See, God says all things are given with Thanksgiving. Yeah, and then I gotta be like, and I don't know the scripture, but we helping each other, so therefore.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2. Mic check. Mic check.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
All right, cool. What's okay? Shalom. Yahweh Shema Rashad Barak Thumb. Yahweh Shema Thumb by Shema Rashad, all the sisters. To Durham, North Carolina Sabbath service. Priest and Officer Mahayah with me conducting as well as Officer Yanazar. You understand? So, Kubaba Kashah, blow the horn to commence the Sabbath service. Sign Christ. So Almighty, which means to stand. Wapan Yakwadam, which means rise and face east. We'll start off with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash.
Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakwaka. Taba'a. Ratazayaka. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'arataza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemayim. Natanlanawa. Lakam. Cow. Yawum. Wasalak nawa. Kabawath nawa. Kasalak nawa. Kabawathia nawa. Wala'ah. Tabi'aya nawa. Banasaya 1. Abol. Hawashaya nawa. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwath. Waha'ala. Wahathaparath. Iwalamyam. Aman.
And in English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it.
Pray for the power of the Hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Babakashah. Natanlanawa. Hakak. La Para'ah. Cow Makala. Wakau Madawa. Hakak. Latahar. Ha Matazarayam. Hakak. La Hakwiyam. Hamathium. Hakak. Al Raka'awaf. Hatama'Allah. Lagarashan. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. The Wada Aman.
In English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
Prayer for the blessing in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Matazabaya Ah.
Matazab Ya'ah.
Alawap Yahana.
Alawap Yahana.
Alawapium.
Ha'alawapium.
Asaranyum.
Ha'asaranyum.
Kotazayanyum.
Ha'kotazayanyum.
Koyoyoyum.
Ha'koyayoyum.
Wahagwathian.
Wahagwathian.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashim Yahweh Shai.
Bahashim Yahweh Shah.
Tawara Aman.
Tawara Aman. In English, bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shah. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yahana. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it.
121st Psalm in the Hebrew. Aisha'ah.
Aisha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Hahariam.
Al-Hahariam.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Izaria.
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 Ma'aim.
Ma'aim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shamayam.
Shamayam.
Wa'aratazah.
Wa'aratazah.
Al-Yathan.
Al-Yathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Wagalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Ayanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Sharamar.
Yasha'Allah.
Yasha'Allah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Yad.
Al-Yad.
Yamyaka.
Yamyaka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Hashamarka.
Makalrai.
Kalra.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Athnapashka.
Athnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Tazaatka.
Tazaaka.
Wabawaatka.
Wabawaaka.
Ma'ayatha.
Mayatha.
Wa'aid Iwalam.
Wa'ayid awalam. In English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
The 83rd Psalm in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Thakarash.
Al-Thakarash.
Al-Thashakwat.
Al-Thashakwat.
Al. Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awayabyaka.
Awayabyaka.
Yahama.
Yahama. Yawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Imaka.
Al-Imaka.
Ya'ira Yamwa.
Ya'ira Yamwa.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayatha.
Wayatha.
Ya'itazawa.
Ya'itazawa.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Amorwa.
Amorwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakidim.
Wanakakidim.
Magoya.
Magoya.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Iwada.
Iwada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa'itazawa.
Nawa'itazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Al-Yakab.
Al-Yakab.
Barayath.
Barayath.
Yakarathwa.
Karatwa.
Aholia.
Aholia.
Arawam.
Arawam.
Wayashamai.
Wayashamai.
Alayam.
Alayam.
Mawaba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagarium.
Wahagarium.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Palashath.
Palashat.
I'm Yeshabia.
I'm Yeshabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Gam Ashur.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawai.
Sarawai.
Labanya Lawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aishalaham.
Aishalaham.
Kamadian.
Kamadian.
Kasaya.
Kasaya.
Sara'ah.
Sara'ah.
Kayabian.
Kayabian.
Panachal.
Manakal.
Kwayashwan.
Kwayashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Bayan.
Bayan.
Da'ara.
Dara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
Adama.
Adama.
Shayatamwa.
Sayatamwa.
Nada.
Nada.
Yabmawa.
Yabmawa.
Ka'arab.
Ka'arab.
Wakazabah.
Wakazabah.
Wakazabak.
Wakazabat.
Wakatazal.
Wakatazal.
Mana'ai.
Manai.
Cow.
Cow.
Messiah Kamwa.
Cow and Sayakamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Nayarashah.
Nayarashah.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Ath.
Ap.
Na'awath.
Na'awah.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Shayatamwa.
Sayatamwa.
Kagagala.
Gogala.
Kakwash.
Kwash.
La Parno. Lapanya Raraka.
Lapanya Raraka.
Kaash.
Kaash.
Yaira.
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 Wakalahaba.
Wakalahaba.
Talahat.
Talahat.
Harayam.
Harayam.
Khan.
Khan.
Taradapma.
Taradapma.
Basa Iraka.
Basa Iraka.
Wabasa.
Wabasa.
Wapathka.
Wapathka.
Tabahalam.
Tabahalam.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyahum.
Panyahum.
Kwalawan.
Kwalawan.
Wayabakwashwa.
Wayabakwashwa.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayabaholwa.
Wayabaholwa.
Aijai.
Aijai.
Wayakaparwa.
Wayakaparwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayadayawa.
Wayadayawa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Atha.
Atha.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Labadka.
Labadka.
Alyawan.
Alyawan.
Al-Kal Ha'aratazar.
Al-Kaharatazar. In English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thine enemies make a tumult,
thine enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate thee
and they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people,
and consulted against
consulted against
thy hidden ones.
thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
come,
and let us cut them off
and let us cut them off
from being a nation,
from being a nation,
that the name of Israel
that the name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against
They are
thee,
confederate against
the tabernacles of Edom,
the tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab,
of Moab
and the
and
Hagarenes,
the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon, and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the
the
Philistines,
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre,
Assur
Assur
also is joined with them.
joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them
as unto the
as
Midianites,
unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of
at
Kison,
the brook of Kison,
which perished at Endor.
perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles
Make their nobles
like Oreb
like Oreb,
and like Zeeb.
and like Zeeb.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes,
all their princes,
as Zabah
as Sabbah,
and as Almunah,
and as Zalmunna,
who said,
who said,
Let us take to
"Let us
ourselves
take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
O my power,
Oh, my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stumble before the wind,
like the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth a wood,
as the fire burneth a wood,
and as a flame
and as the flame
setteth the mountains on
setteth
fire.
the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
Persecute them
with thy
with
tempest,
thy tempest,
and make them
and
afraid
make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with
Fill
shame,
their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy
that
name.
they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
Oh, Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled forever.
and troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the Most High
art the Most High
over all the earth.
all the earth.
Shabs, please be seated. All right. It's been a little minute since we've been up in here. Been a little while. All right, so we are going to pick up from Genesis chapter 40 with 41 or 42.
41 and
You can pass me the joint. Yeah. Pick up at Genesis chapter 41 and verse 2. He said, for those who want to tag along, read along, you just go to bluebible.org, type in, Genesis 41 at the top. It'll pull the scriptures up for you. And then you can just press that button that says tools on the side, and it'll pull up the Assyrian Hebrew. All right, and you'll be able to read along. You know what I'm saying? So, Yanazar, whenever you want to just kick it off.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 41, and verse 2 in Hebrew. Wahana, Mun, Hayar, Ilath, Shabai, Parawath, Yapawath, Mara'ah, Waba Raya'af, Bashar, Watha Ra'ayana, Ba'aqwa. Verse 43. Verse 3, Salakia. Wahana, Shabai, Parawaf, Akarwaf, Ilawaf, Riathon, Akariahun, Mun, Hayar, Ra'iwath, Mara'ah, Wada Kwawath, Bashar, Watha Madana, Watha Amadana, Atazol, Haparawath, Al, Shapath, Hayar. Verse 4. Watha Akalana, Haparwath, Ra'iwath, Hamara'ah, Wadakwath, Habashar Ath, Shabai, Haparawath, Yapath, Hamara'ah, Waha Bariath, Waya Yakwataza, Para'ai. Verse 5. Waya Yeshun, Waya Kalam, Shanyath, Wahana, Shabai, Shabalium, Ailawath, Bakwana, Akkad, Baria Awath, Watabawath. Verse 6. Wahana, Shabai, Shabalium, Dakawath, Washa, the Wapath, Quadium, Taza Makawath, Akaria Hun. Verse 7. Watha Bala'aina, Hashablium, Hadakuwath, Ath, Shabai, Hashabalium, Habara, Ya Awath, Waha Mala Awath, Waya Yakwataza, Para'ai, Wahana, Kalawum. One more. Verse 8. Wayahaya, Babakwar, Watha Pa'aim, Rawathwa, Salakia, Rawa Kawa, Wayashalak, Wayakwara'a Athkal, Karatium, Karatmia, Karatumya, Matazarium, Wa'ath Kal, Kakamya, Waya Sapar, Para'ai, Laham Ath, Kalamwa, Wayayan, Powerthar, our thumb, La Para'ai. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 41 and verse 2 in English. And behold, there came up out of the river 7 well-favored kind, and fat-fleshed, and they fed in a meadow. Verse 3, and behold, 7 other kind came up after them out of the river, ill-favored and lean-fleshed, and stood by the other kind, upon the brink of the river. Verse 4, and the ill-favored and no, that was verse 4. This is 41.
Chapter 41, verse 4?
Yeah, I just read 3. I'm about to read 4 now. And the ill-favored and the lean-fleshed kind did eat up the 7 well-favored and fat kind. So Pharaoh awoke. Verse 5, and he slept and dreamed the second time, and behold, 7 ears of corn came up upon one stalk, rank and good. Verse 6, and behold, 7 thin ears, and blasted with the east wind sprung up after them. Verse 7, and the 7 thin ears devoured the 7 rank and full ears, and Pharaoh awoke and beheld it was a dream.
Right, he having these dreams. These dreams, they like probably like lucid dreams, man. It's like, you know what I'm saying? He waking up like, oh snap. It's gotta mean something. You know what I'm saying? I remember where we at now, you know what I'm saying? Remember Joseph was what, been incarcerated for some years now because of what, you know, Pharaoh's wicked woman, you know, lied and, you know what I'm saying, deceived that one, thinking that he tried to take her, which he did not want to lay no hands on that woman. You know what I'm saying? But he been incarcerated. The butler, I believe, forgot to mention him. You know what I'm saying? Forgot to mention the Pharaoh when he got out. You understand? So now he been locked up for a few years, and now he gonna have to go right back to the priest of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? To interpret this dream, man. You know what I mean? But you can read it on Salaki.
Verse 8. And it came to pass in the morning that his spirit was troubled, and he sent and called for all the magicians of Egypt.
He bothered by this dream. He said, he like, I got to figure this out, man.
And as you can tell, the magicians were considered like the wise men.
Right.
You know,
they don't have, you know, a real power that they serve like we do. You know what I'm saying? So they got to make up nonsense. You understand? Magic and whatnot. When we know, you know what I'm saying, we serve the one true living power. You understand? They gotta make up nonsense to follow and worship, like, you know, a rock. You know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean, a dumb stone. You know what I mean? What you call them? The fortune tellers with the crystal balls and all that stuff. Yeah. And heathens have to do that because they don't have, you know what I'm saying, the one true power that we have, man. Israelites have never needed to do nothing like that.
Nope.
You understand?
Go to the priest.
Exactly. We go right to the priest and to discern those dreams, man. Know exactly what's going on. You know what I mean? Read on.
And all the wise men thereof. And Pharaoh told them his dream, but there was none that could interpret them unto Pharaoh.
They don't know what the hell he talking about. Pharaoh repeating this dream. They're like, oh, they don't know. You know what I mean? Because it ain't for them to interpret, man. You understand? You get the next section.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 41, verse 9 in Hebrew. Waya Dabar, Shar, Hamash Shakwayam, Ath, Para'ai, La Amar, Ath, Hata Aya, Anya, Mazakayar, Hayawum. Verse 10, Para'ai, Quatazap, Al, Ibadiawa, Wayathan, Athia. No, Salakia. Yeah, Athia. Bama Shamar, Bayath Shar, Hata Bakayam, Athia, Wa'ath Shar, Ha'apiam. Verse 11. Wana Kamala. No, Wala Kalama. Kalawum. Balayala. Akad. Anya. Oha Wa'a Ayash. Kapath Rawan. Halamwa. Salake. Kalam Nawa. Verse 12. Washum. Aknawa. Na'ar. Ibaria. Ibad. Lashar. Hata Bakyum. Wana Sapar. Lawa. Waya Pakar. Lanwa. Ath. Hala Mathia Nawa. Halamathia Nawa Khan. Ayash. Kakalamwa. Pathar. Verse 13. Wayahaya Ka'ashar Pathar Lanwa Khan Haya Athia Hashayab Al Kanya Wa Athwa Thala. Put a little emphasis on that. Okay. Verse 14. Waya Shalak Para'ai Waya Kwara'a Ath Yawasap Waya Raya Tazawa Mun Habawar Waya Galak Waya Kalap Shamlathiawa Waya Ba'a Al Para'ai. Verse 15. Waya Amar Para'ai Al Yawasap Halawum Kalamathia Wapathar Ayan Athwa Wa Anya Shema'ithia Aliaka La Amar The Shemai Halawum Lapakthar Athwa. Verse 16 should be the last one, right? I started at 9. Started at 9. 15, the last one? Okay, so we read 15. Okay, come. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 41 and verse 15. In English. Then spake the chief butler unto Pharaoh, saying, I do remember my fault this day. Verse 10. He was so happy that he got away. Pharaoh was wroth with his servants and put me in ward in the captain of the guard's house, both me and the chief baker. Verse 11. And we dreamed a dream in one night, and I and he, Salakia, we dreamed each man according to the interpretation of his dream. Verse 12. And there was there with us a young man, an Hebrew, servant to the captain of the guard. And we told him, and he interpreted to us our dream, to each man according to his dream he did interpret.
No, he said another African, right?
No, he said in Hebrew.
He said a what?
A clear distinction, a Hebrew.
You understand? They always want to say, oh, we African this, we African that. Africans know we ain't Africans, man. You understand? Why say a Hebrew if he just another African brother? Because we're not the same people, man. We've never been the same people.
So, like, if I may,
Ken, what's up?
all these Africans want to do is ride the coattails on all the achievements and the struggles that we made, and then step on us and step over us, man. That's all they want to do, man. Right. They are not our people at all. And we don't have no love for them in the ISUBK because they don't have no love for us. They just want to use our people. That's it. They just want to step on us. So lock it, sir. No, you talk, verse 13. And it came to pass, as he interpreted to us, it was, so it was. Me he restored unto mine office, and him he hanged.
That's exactly what Joseph told him was going to happen, right?
Kind of what
said,
God.
You're going to be good. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to die. And that's exactly what happened. You know what I mean? So he like, hey, man, this the cat you need right here. This the cat you need to come interpret these dreams. Because shit, I mean, shoot, he interpreted our dreams. You know what I mean? And was right, hit it right on the money. Ain't no way he can figure this out, right?
Verse 14. Then Pharaoh sent and called Joseph, and they brought him hastily out of the dungeon. And he shaved himself and changed his raiment and came in unto Pharaoh. Verse 15. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, Salakia, I have dreamed a dream, and there is none that can interpret it. And I have heard say of thee that thou canst understand a dream to interpret it. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 41, verse 16 in Hebrew. Waya'ain, Yawasap, Ath, Parai, La'amar, Bala idea. Allah Hayam, Ya'aina, Ath, Shalawam. Oh my goodness. Shalom. Parai.
It always catches slipping every now and again.
Every now and again. Verse 17. While the bar Parai al Yawasap. Bakalamya. Hananya. Imad al Shapath. Hayar. Verse 18. Wahana man Hayar. Ilath. Shabai. Parawath. Baria Awath. Bashar. Wayapath. Fa'ar. Watha Ra'ayana. Ba'athwa. Ba'akwa. Salakia. Verse 19. Wahana Shabai Parawath. Akarwath. Ilawath. Akaryath. Yahan. Akaryahan. Dalawath. Wara Iwath. Tha'ar Ma'ad. Warakwawath. Bashar La'a Ra'ayath wa Ayathia. Kahan. Bakal Aratazar Matazarium Larai. Verse 20. Watha Akalana Haparawath Harakowath Waha Ra'aiwath Ath Shabai Haparwath Hara Ashanwath Habaria'ath. Verse 21, 22 should be the last. Wafa ba'ana al Quarabana, Wala'a, Nawadai, Kaya, Ba'awa, Al, Quarabana, Wama Ra'ayahan, Wama Ra'ayahan, Ayahan, like it. Rai, Ka'ashar, Batha Kala, wa Ayakwataza. Verse 22. Wa Ara'a, Bakalamya, wa Hana, Shabai, Shabalium, Ilath, Bakwana, Akkad, Mala'ath, Watabawath. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 41 and verse 16 in English. And Joseph answered Pharaoh, saying, "It is not me. The Most High shall give Pharaoh an answer of peace."
You understand? We don't take, you know what I'm saying? You understand, like with Israelites, man, we are meant to be the most, you know what I'm saying, the humble and sincere, you know what I'm saying, people on the earth, man. You understand? We don't even take, who the hell are we to even try to, you know, take credit for what the Lord, you know what I mean, has given us the ability to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Joseph is a humble brother. He could take, you know what I'm saying, credit for all of this. You know what I'm saying? Hold this up to such high esteem. And what did he say? He said, read it one more time.
And Joseph answered, saying, "It is not me."
It ain't who?
It is not me.
Even though he the one telling them. You understand? He the one letting them know the interpretation of the dream. But we, you know what I'm saying, never take credit for the Lord, man. You understand? Your Christian pastor don't understand, you know what I'm saying, this type of humility, man. Your Christian pastor could never be this humble, never be this sincere in his speech, never be this sincere in his intentions. You know what I mean? They are wicked bastards who take credit for everything that they do. You know what I mean? They don't give it back to the Lord, man. You understand? Because they're disgusting and they wicked as hell, man. These are the type of men that we should strive to be like, man. You should strive to be like
Most High in Christ.
You know what I'm saying? Strive to be humble like Joseph, man. To hell with your Christian pastor. You know what I mean?
And one thing, if I may, sir, is that we noticed that, like, with these priests and prophets, right? Like, they understood that they had no power without the Most High power, man.
That's right.
They had no power. I don't care who you read, which prophet you read, they knew. And they, like the brother was saying about the humility, they knew that their power, whatever they were able to accomplish, was from the Lord. And that's what we have to learn as men in this truth. Verse 17. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph in my dream, behold, I stood upon the bank of the river. Verse 18. And behold, there came up out of the river 7 kine, fat-fleshed and well-favored, and they fed in a meadow. Verse 19. And behold, 7 other kine came up after them, poor and very ill-favored and lean-fleshed, such as I never saw in the land of Egypt for badness. Verse 20. And the lean and the ill-favored kind did eat up the first 7 fat kind. Verse 21. And when they had eaten them up, it could not be known that they had eaten them, but they were still ill-favored, as at the beginning, so I awoke. Verse 22. And I saw in my dream, and behold, 7 ears came up in one stalk, full and good. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 41 and verse 23 in Hebrew. Wahana, Shabai, Shabalium, Taza Numwath, Dakawath, Shadapawath, Quadium, Taza Makawath, Akariohum, Verse 24. Watha bala'ain hashabalium hadakwath ath shabai hashablium hatabawath wa amar al hakartumium wa ayan magayad laya. Verse 25. Waya amar yawasab al parai halawam parai akad hawa'a ath ashar halahayam aisha hagayad la parai. Verse 26. Shabai parath hatabath shabai shanyam hana wa shabai hashablium hatabath shabai shanyam hana halawam akad hawaath. Verse 27. Wa shabai haparawath harakowath waha ra'aith ha'ala akyauhun shabai shanyam hana washabai hashabalium harakowath shadapawath haquadium yahayawa shabai shanya ra'aib salakia ra'aib is the last word. Verse 28. Hawa'ah hadabar ashar the bariath al parai ashar alahayim aisha hara'ah ath parai. This should be 29, should be last one, right? We started at 23. Hana shabai shanyam ba'awath shabai gadawal bakal arataza matazarium. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 41 in verse 23 in English. And behold, 7 ears withered thin and blasted with the east wind sprung up after them. And the thin ears devoured the 7 good ears. And I told this unto the magicians, but there was none that could declare it to me. Verse 25. And Joseph said unto Pharaoh, the dream of Pharaoh is one. God hath showed Pharaoh what he is about to do. Verse 26. The 7 good kind are 7 years, and 7 good ears are 7 years. The dream is one. And the 7 thin and ill-favored kind that came up after them are 7 years. And the 7 empty ears blasted with the east wind shall be 7 years of famine. Verse 28. This is the thing which I have spoken unto Pharaoh. What the Most High is about to do showeth unto Pharaoh. Behold, there come 7 years of great plenty throughout all of the land of Egypt. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 41 in verse 30 in the Hebrew. Wakamwa, Shabai, Shanya, Ra'aib, Akaria Hun, Wanashakak, Salakia, Kal, Hashabai, Ba'aratazar, Matazarium, Wakala, Hara'aib, Ath, Ha'aratazar. Verse 31. Wala'ah, Yawadai, Hashabai, Ba'aratazar, Salakia, Mapanya, Hara'aib, Hahawa'a, Akaria, Kan, Kaya, Kabad, Hawa'a, Ma'ad, Salakia. Verse 32. Wa'al Hashanwath, Hakalawam, Al Para'ai, Pa'aimiyam, Salakia, Kaya, Nakawan, Hadabar, Ma'aim, Ha'alahayim, Wama Mahar, Ha'alahayim, La'ai Shathwa. Verse 33. Wa'aitha, Ya Ra'a, Para'ai, Ayash, number 1. Wakakam, Waya Shayath Hawa, Al Aratazar Matazarium. Verse 34. Ya Aisha, Para'ai, Waya Paquadium, Al Ha'aratazar, Wakamash, Ath, Aratazar Matazarium, Bashabai, Shanya, Ha, Shabai. Verse 35. Waya Kwabatazawa, Ath, Kal, Akal, Hashanyam, Hatabath, Habaath, Ha'ala, Waya Tazabarwa, Bar, Zakath, Yad, Para'ai, Akal, Ba'arium, Washamarwa. 36 is the last one. Wahaya, Ha'akal, Lapa Quadawan, La Aratazar, La Shabai, Shanya, Hara'aib, Ashar, Thahaya Yun, Ba'aratazar Matazarium, Wala'ah, Thakarath, Ha'aratazar, Bara'aib. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 41 and verse 30 in English. And there shall arise after them 7 years of famine, and all of the plenty shall be forgotten in the land of Egypt, and the famine shall consume the land. And the plenty shall not be known in the land by reason of the famine following, for it shall be very grievous. 32. And for that the dream was doubled unto Pharaoh twice, it is because the thing is established by the Most High, and the Most High will shortly bring it to pass. Verse 33. Now therefore let Pharaoh look out a man discreet and wise, and set him over the land of Egypt. Verse 34. Let Pharaoh do this, and let him appoint officers over the land, and take up the 5th part of the land of Egypt in the 7 plenteous years. Verse 35. And let them gather of the food, gather all the food of those good years that come, and lay it up under the land, under the hand of Pharaoh, and let them keep food in the cities. Verse 36. And that food shall be for store to the land against the 7 years of famine, which shall be in the land of Egypt, that the land perish not through famine. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 41 and verse 47. Waya Yatab Hadabar Baya Ayanaya Paraai Waba Ayanaya Kal Ibadiawa. Verse 38. Waya Amar Paraai Al Ibadiawa Hana Mataza'a Kaza Ayash Ashar Rawath Alahayim Bawa. Verse 39. Waya Amar Paraai Al Yawasap Akaria Hawadiai Alahayim Awathak Ath Kal Za'ath Ayan Nabawan Wakakam Kamwaka. Verse 40. Atha Vahaya Al Bayathia Salakia Bayathia Wa'al Payaka or Payak Yashak Kal I'm Ya Rock Hakasa'a Hagadol Mamak. Verse 41. Waya Amar Paraai Al Yawasap Ra'ah Nathathia Athak Al Kal Arataza Matazarium. Verse 42. Wayasar Paraai Ath Taba'aith Wa Ma'ila Yadawa Wayathun Atha Al Yad Yawasap Waya Labash Athwa Bagadia Shashash Wayasham Rabad Hazahab Al Tazawa Arwa. Verse 43. Waya Rakab Athwa Bama Rakabath Hamashana Ashar Lawa Waya Kwara Awa Lapanya Wa Abarak Wana Thawan Athwa Al Kal Ratazar Matazarium. Verse 44. Waya Amar Paraai Al Yawasap Anya Paraai Wabala Aidiaka La'a Yarayam Ayash Ath Yadawa Wa'ath Ragalawa Bakal Aratazar Matazarium. Verse 45. Wayakwara'a, Para'ai, Shem, Yawasap, Tazapanath, Pa'anak, Wayathun, Lawa'ath, Asanath, Bath, Pawa, Taya, Paratia, Parai, Kahun, An, La Asha, Wayataza'a, Yawasap, Al, Aratazar, Matazarium. Verse 46. Wasap, Ban, Shalashium, Shana, Imadwa, Lapunya, Parai, Malad, Matazarium, Wayataza'a, Yawasap, Malapunya, Parai, Waya Ibar, Bakal, Aratazar, Matazarium. That's it, okay. 47. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 41 and verse 47 in the Hebrew. I mean, Salaki, no, I got to read the English now. Salaki. The book of Genesis, chapter 41, verse 40 in the English. No, we're supposed to do 39, right? 39. Yeah, I think we're supposed to start at 39. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, for as much as the Most High has showed thee all this, there is none so discreet and wise as thou art. Verse 40. Thou shalt be over my house, and according unto thy word shall all my people be ruled. Only in the house, only in the throne will I be greater than you. Most High in Christ. 41. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, see, I have set thee over all the land of Egypt. You see what I'm saying? Well, when the Most High say something's going to go down, yo. Man, this is what we just, man, that's it, man. I don't know what else to tell you. Verse 41. No, verse 42. No, 41, correct. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, see, I have set thee over all the land of Egypt. 42. And Pharaoh took off his ring from his hand and put it upon Joseph's hand and arrayed him in vestures of fine linen and put a gold chain around his neck. Verse 43. And he made him to ride in the second chariot which he had, and they cried before him, bow the knee. And he made him ruler over all the land of Egypt.
Look at that. Ranked up.
He running everything.
You know what I'm saying? Before he was just like his kind of like a, I don't want to use the word secretary, but you know, he was running all the money. He knew what was coming in and out of merchandise and whatnot. What would be a better term for that? Financial advisor.
Yeah.
Treasurer. You know what I mean? Treasurer. That's what he was. He was a treasurer. Now, man, he over every goddamn thing, man. Now it's to the point where he can speak for Pharaoh. You know what I mean? To the point where if somebody say something, he can say, well, do this and do that. Or Pharaoh will have you do this and do that. You know what I mean? Like, he top dog now.
The only one that could overrule him is Pharaoh himself.
I mean, he running the guards. He running everybody.
Okay. Verse 44. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I am Pharaoh, and without thee shall no man lift up his hand or foot in all the land of Egypt. Verse 45. And Pharaoh called Joseph's name Zaphanath, and he gave him to wife Asenath, the daughter of Potipharah, priest of An. And Joseph went out over all the land of Egypt. Now he gave him the best clothes, the best woman. He gave him everything because he understood that this brother was going to save his kingdom, man.
Mm-hmm. This is an asset to me.
Yep. Understand? And this is the thing that we got to keep in mind, if I may. You know, they use us up till we get them good, then they want to throw us away or step on us. That's the ultimate lesson that we learn here in Egypt. You understand that it's applicable to today with these Africans. And I'm just going to keep this up front because this is something that, you know, when I saw the brother in Jamaica talking about how they're doing in the reggae world, and we see what Akon did and the things that they're doing in our industries and in our communities, right, then we have to, as priests and prophets, we have to let the people know what's going on. And that's it. Verse 46. And Joseph was 30 years old when he stood before Pharaoh, king of Egypt. And Joseph went out from the presence of Pharaoh and went throughout all the land of Egypt. So he going around managing everything, getting everything ready for the famine. That's what he's doing. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 41, verse 47 in the Hebrew. Wafa Aish Ha'aratazar Bashabai Shanya Rashabai Hashabai Salakia Hashabai Laquam Tazayam. Salakia. Verse 48. Waya Kwabataza Ath Kal Akal Shabai Shanyim Ashar Hayawa Ba'aratazar Matazarium Waya Hun Akal Ba'arium Akal Shadah Ayar Ashar Sabah Yabathiah Sabathia Nathan Bathawaka. Verse 49. Wayatazabar Yawasap Bar Kakawol Hayam Harabah Ma'ad Aid Kaya Kadal Lasapar Kaya Ayan Masapar. Verse 50. Wala Yawasap Yalad Shanya Banyam Bataram Thabawa'a Shanath Hara'aib Ashar Yalada Lawa Asanath Bath Pawatia Salakia Pawatia Parai Kahun Awan. Verse 51. Wayakwara Yawasap Ath Shum Habakawar Manasha Kaya Nashanya Alahayim Ath Kal Amolia Wa'ath Kal Bayath Abaya. Verse 52. Wa'ath Shum Hashanya Kwara'a Aporium Kaya Haparnia Haparunya, Salakia, Haparunya, Alahayim, Ba'arataza, Anayaya, Anyanya. And verse 53, Watha Kolyana, Shabai Shanya, Hashabai Ashar Haya, Ba'arataza, Matazarium. Salakia. Verse 54, with a Kolyana, Shabai Shanya, Haraib, Labawa'a, Ka'ashar, Amor, Yawasap, Wayahaya, Rabbi, Bakal, Ha'aratazawath, Wabakal, Aratazar, Matazarium, Haya, Lakam. I've started at, we started at 49. Verse 55. Watha Salakia. Watha Ra'aib. Kal Aratazar Matazarium Wayataza Aikwa. Ha'aim Al Para'ai Lalakam Waya Amar Para'ai Lakal Matazarium Lakawa Al Yawasap Ashar Ya Amar Lakam Ha'aishawa. We started at 40. We started at 47, actually.
Oh, that's okay.
Salakia. Verse, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 41, verse 47 in English. And in the 7 plenteous years, the earth brought forth by handful. And he gathered up all the food of the 7 years, which were in the lands of Egypt, and laid up the food in the cities, the food of the field, which was round about every city, laid he up in the same. Verse 49. And Joseph gathered corn as the sands of the sea very much until he had left numbering it, for it was without number. Verse 50. And unto Joseph were born 2 sons before the years of famine came, which Asenath, the daughter of Potipharah, priest of Un, bare unto him. And Joseph called the name of the firstborn Manasseh, for God said, He hath made me forget all my toil and all my father's house. Verse 52. And the name of the second called he Ephraim, for God hath caused me to be fruitful in the land of my affliction. Verse 53. And the 7 years of plenteous that was in the land of Egypt were ended. Verse 54. And the 7 years of dearth began to come, according as Joseph had said. And the dearth was in all lands, but in all the land of Egypt there was bread. 55. And when all the land of Egypt was famished, the people cried to Pharaoh for bread. And Pharaoh said unto all the Egyptians, Go unto Joseph. What he saith you to you do.
You understand? So we're gonna clip right there. You know what I'm saying? Genesis chapter 41, verse 55. The next week we pick back up at it, man. pick right back up at it. You know what I'm saying? Keep bringing out this truth. Keep bringing out our history. You know what I'm saying? Keep bringing out the men that we should inspire to be like. You know what I'm saying? The people we should inspire to be like. You understand? And definitely not like these disgusting, wicked, you know what I'm saying, Christian pastors, man. You know what I'm saying? The men of today's time are wicked and evil. You know what I'm saying? And don't have the intent of, you know what I'm saying, making Israel prosperous, man. Making our people prosperous, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to learn how to truly love the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Truly come serve your people, man. You get you a flyer. You come to the ISUBK. You come to these classes. You know what I'm saying? With that, we can clip it up there. You know what I mean? So just up here, medium. Men of Israel, gird thyself to prepare to salute the Torah. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah Brakiyah.
Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah Brakiyah.
One more time. Son of Christ. So medium, which means to stand. Weapon Yakwudum means rise and face east. Start out with the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew.
Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Haya.
Haya.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakwaka.
Malakwaka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratizayaka.
Ratizayaka.
Haya.
Haya.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'aratiza.
Ba'aratiza.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Haya.
Haya.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Nathanawa.
Lathandanawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Cow.
Cow.
Yawum.
Yawum.
Wasalaknawa.
Wasalaknawa.
Kabawatnawa.
Kabawatnawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kabawathiyanawa.
Kabawathiyanawa.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Tabi'ayanawa.
Tabi'ayanawa.
Banasaya 1.
Banasaya 1.
A ball.
Abol.
Awashayanawa.
Abachayanawa.
Rai. Mayan.
Mayan.
Rai.
Rai.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Malakwa.
Hamalakwa.
Waha'ala.
Waha'ala.
Waha'paris.
Watapara.
Iwalamium.
Iwalonium.
Aman.
Aman. In English, our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy
hallowed
name.
be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done
Thy will be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread,
and forgive us our
and
debts
forgive us our debts
as we forgive our
as
debtors.
we forgive our debtors,
And lead us not
and lead us not
into temptation,
temptation,
but deliver us
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the
For
kingdom
thine is the kingdom
and the power
and the power
and the glory
and the glory
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. The prayer for the Hakak, the power in the English, in the Hebrew. Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai,
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
Babakashah,
Babakashah.
Nathanawa,
Lathandanawa.
Hakak,
Hakak.
Hakak,
Hakak.
Para'ah,
Larpa'ah.
Cow Makalah,
Cow Makalah.
Cow Madawa,
Wakal Manawa.
Hakak,
Hakak.
Latahar,
Latahar.
Har Matazarayam,
Hamatazarayim.
Hakak,
Hakak.
Lahak William,
Lahakwim.
Hamathium,
Hamathium.
Hakak,
Hakak.
Al Kara, Salakia, Al Kara, Al Ra Kawawath,
Arakawah.
Hatama'ala,
Hatama'ala.
Lagarishan,
Lagarishan.
Bahashim Yahweh Shai,
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
the Wada Aman.
Thawada Aman. In the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh,
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
Please
please
give us the power,
give us
the power to heal
power to heal
all manner of sickness
all manner of sickness,
and all manner of disease,
all manner of disease,
the power to cleanse the lepers,
power to cleanse the leper,
the power to raise the dead,
power to raise the dead,
the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you. So be it.
prayer for the blessing in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shai?
Why Yahweh Shah?
Why Mayaka Allah?
Why Mayaka Allah?
Why Allahayim?
Why Allahayim?
Matazabaya.
Tazabia.
Allah Wap Yahana.
Alawapiana.
Allah Wapium.
Alawapium.
Saranyum.
Ha Saranyum.
Akotazayanyum.
Hakotazayayum.
Akoya Yoyum.
Hakoya Yoyum.
Waha Akwatium.
Wahagwathian.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashim Yahweh Shai.
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
The water Aman.
The water Aman. In English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shah, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yahana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it.
The 121st Psalm in Hebrew. Aisha'ah.
Aisha,
Ayanya.
Ayanya,
Al-Hahariam.
Al-Hahariam,
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah,
Izaria.
Izaria,
Izaria.
Izaria,
Ma'aim.
Ma'aim,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Aisha.
Aisha,
Shamayam.
Shemayam,
Wa'aratazah.
Wa'aratazah,
Al-Yathun.
Al-Yathun,
Lamawat.
Lamawat,
Regalka.
Regalka,
Al-Yanawam.
Ayanawam,
Shamarka.
Shamarka,
Hanala'ah.
Hanala'ah,
Yanawam.
Yanawam,
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah,
Yayashan.
Yayashun,
Shawamar.
Shamar,
Yasha'allah.
Yasha'allah,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Shamarka.
Shamarka,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Tazalka.
Tazalka,
Al-Yad.
Aliyad,
Yamyaka.
Yamyaka,
Yawamam.
Yawamam,
Hashamash.
Hashamash,
La'ah.
La'ah,
Yakaka.
Yakaka,
Wayarak.
Wayarak,
Walayala.
Walayala,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka,
Makalrai.
Yakara,
Yashamar.
Yashamar,
Abdapashka.
Athna Pasha,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Yashamar.
Yashamar,
Tazaadka.
Taza'aka,
Wawa'adka.
Wabawa'aka,
Mayatha.
Mayatha,
Wa'aid Iwalam.
Wa'ayad Abalam. In English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore.
The 83rd Psalm in Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahamim,
Al-Dami Alaka.
Al-Damayalaka,
Al-Fakarash.
Al-Takarash,
Wa-Al-Fashakwat.
Al-Tashakwat,
Al.
Al,
Kayahana.
Kayahana,
Awayabyaka.
Awayabyaka,
Yahama.
Yahama,
Yawan.
Yawan,
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash,
Al-Imrika.
Al-Imaka,
Ya'irayamwa.
Yarayamwa,
Sawada.
Sawada,
Wayatha.
Wayatha,
Ya'itazawa.
Ya'aitazawa,
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Al-Tazapawanyaka,
Amarwa.
Amarwa,
Lakawa.
Lakawa,
Wanakakidam.
Wanakakidam,
Magoya.
Golia,
Wala'a.
Wala'a,
Yazakar.
Yazakar,
Sham Yasha'ala.
Shem Yasha'ala,
Iwada.
Iwada,
Kaya.
Kaya,
Nawa Aitazawa.
Nawa'aitazawa,
Laba.
Laba,
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa,
Aliaka.
Alyaka,
Barayath.
Arya,
Yakarafwa.
Yakarafwa,
Aholia.
Aholia,
Alawam.
Alawam,
Yashamai.
Yashamai,
Alayam.
Alayam,
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba,
Wahagarium.
Wahagarium,
Gabal.
Ball,
I'm a one.
I'm a one,
I'm a lot.
I'm a lot,
Palashat.
Palashat,
I'm your Shabia.
I'm Yeshab,
Tazawar.
Tazawar,
Gam Ashawar.
Gam Ashu,
Nalawa.
Nalawa,
Amam.
Imam,
Hayawa.
Hayawa,
Zarawai.
Zarawai,
Labanya Lawat.
Labanya Lawat,
Salah.
Salah,
Aishalaham.
Aishalaham,
Kamadin.
Kamadian,
Kasaya.
Asaya,
Sara'ah.
Sara'ah,
Kayabian.
Kayabian,
Banakal.
Banakal,
Kwayashwan.
Kwayashwan,
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa,
Ba'ayan.
Bayan,
Da'ara.
Dara,
Hayawa.
Hayawa,
Daman.
Daman,
La'adama.
Ladama,
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa,
Nada.
Nada,
Yamawa.
Yamawa,
Ka'arab.
Ka'arab,
Ashar.
Ashar,
No, Salakia. Wakazaba.
Wakazaba,
Wakazabak.
Wakazabat,
Wakatazal.
Wakatazal,
Mana'ai.
Manai,
Kal Nasaya Kamwa.
Cow Nasai Kamwa,
Ashar.
Ashar,
Amarwa.
Amarwa,
Nayarasha.
Nayarasha,
Lanawa.
Lanawa,
Af.
Ah,
Na'awath,
Na'awath,
Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Kagogela,
Kagogel,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya Rawaka,
Lapanya Rabaka,
Kaash,
Ka'ash,
Tabia Ira,
Tabayaira,
Yaira,
Yaira,
Wakalahaba,
Wakalahaba,
Talahat,
Talahat,
Arayam,
Harayam,
Khan,
Khan,
Daradapma,
Baradab,
Basa Iraka,
Basairaka,
Wabasa,
Wabasa,
Bapafka,
Wapatka,
Tabahalam,
Tabahalam,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Panyahum,
Panyam,
Kwalawan,
Walawan,
Wayabakwashwa,
Wayabakwashwa,
Shamka,
Shemka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayabaholwa,
Wayabahol,
Aya'id,
Ayai,
Wayakaparwa,
Wayakaparwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayabad,
Wayadayawa,
Wayadayawa,
Kayatha,
Kayata,
Shamka,
Shemka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Labadka,
Labadka,
Al Yawan,
Al Yawan,
Al Kalha'arataza.
Al Kaharataza. In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult,
Thine enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate thee
and they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty
They
counsel
have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people,
and consulted against
and consulted against
thy hidden ones.
thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
come,
come,
and let us cut them off
and let us cut them off
from being a
from
nation,
being a nation,
that the name of Israel
that the name of Israel
may be no more
may be
remembered.
no more remembered.
For they have consulted together
They have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against
They
thee.
are confederate against
The tabernacles of Edom,
the tabernacles of Edom
and the
and
Ishmaelites
the Ishmaelites
of Moab,
Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon, and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur
Assur
also is joined
is
with them.
joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them
as unto the
as
Midianites,
unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kison,
at the brook of Kison,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the
They
earth.
became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles
Make their nobles
like Oreb,
like Oreb,
and like Zeeb.
like Zeeb.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes,
all their princes,
as Zabah,
as Sabbah,
and as Almunah,
and as Almunah,
who said,
who said,
let us take to
let
ourselves
us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh in
the
possession.
houses of Yahweh into possession.
O my power,
Oh, my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth a wood,
as the fire burneth a wood,
and as the flame
and as the flame
setteth the mountains on
setteth the
fire.
mountains on fire.
So persecute them
persecute them
with thy
with
tempest,
thy tempest,
and make them
and
afraid
make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
Oh, Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled forever.
and troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish, that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the Most High
art the Most High
over all the earth.
over all the earth. So, men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Ibajim Shabbat, Ibajim Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. That's the Matah, class dismissed.